It still does really good, to be fair.
Wow, look at that. Sit that back, that front end back down.
Just showing off a little bit.
Look at that. That is beautiful. Wow. That's impressive. From a trail rig, that's impressive.
It is, isn't it?
Sure, definitely. The articulation that was showing was ridiculous.
Hi guys, welcome back to the RC store, and my name's Ammo. Guys, it's that time again where we're gonna upgrade the FTX OUTBACK GLADIUS. If you haven't seen the first run video of this vehicle, there's a link just up here in the corner. Be sure to check that out. Little cold today in the unit, as you can see. It's probably like -3, -4. I've literally just got in and started recording for you guys straight away. Heaters are on, trying to get myself nice and warm. And we're going to get into building this TRX4 killer. Now the aim of this truck is to basically be better than a TRX4. However, for either the same cost as a TRX4, if not cheaper. So you guys know what we paid for this vehicle. I'll put it up on the screen just here. Also, these parts. Now these parts, once again, best bang for buck crawler parts. So we're going to upgrade the motor and the ESC. So what we've done is bought a quick run by Hobby Wings. This is a Fusion SE. Now we could have got the Pro, which we've got in a couple of other crawlers. However, there's not much difference in between the two, in the Pro and the Fusion SE. So bought the Fusion SE, and like I said, trying to keep costs minimum. I will put the price of this up on the screen somewhere here as well for you guys. Also, this vehicle is going to be more practical over looks. So yes, I could have put some nice blingy looking wheels on there, some nice billet wheels, something that looked really fancy. However, I didn't want that. I want this thing to be a TRX4 killer. So one thing we're struggling with is weight. So lower down weight. So center of gravity of this is pretty good. It's very well balanced from factory. If you look at the link bars at the bottom, they're sitting pretty much flat and straight. So we want to keep some better weight at the bottom. Now we're going to add some wheel weights, etc. However, we're going to start with the first upgrade, which is upgrading the wheels. Now we're taking these plastic wheels off, and I've scouted the market, not for the best looking wheels. So don't get me wrong, I personally don't like these wheels, but it was all about practicality and best bang for buck. So these particular wheels weigh, I believe it's 235 grams per wheel. Now that's a heavy wheel. I did have a look at loads of fancy wheels that looked a lot nicer. However, the weight wasn't really there. I think the most I could find was like 160 grams. And then on top of that, would have ended up putting wheel weights and all the rest of it. But like I said, best bang for buck. That's what we're going for, guys. And I picked these wheels up. I'll just pop them open for you guys. So like I said, I don't really like the look of them. That's me being completely honest. But they are extremely heavy. So they are bead locks. That's the center look. Some of you might like them. You got the center, and then the rear bead lock that goes on the rear. Like I said, they are extremely heavy. So by putting these wheels on, that's going to help put some weight down. So when we're climbing some of them rocks and we're at peaks like this, and because you've got the power of the truck lifting the front end up, on some of the climbs it doesn't climb well. So with that weight, it'll help put some pressure just on ever so lightly, keep the front wheels down and climb the rocks. So that's the plan. So we've got them. However, we've got some tires to go on there. Now, originally I was going to get some 1.9 tires. So these wheels are 2.2s, just to let you guys know. I was going to get some 1.9 tires and stretch them over these. And that was the plan. However, I ended up going for some Proline trenchers, but 2.2s. G8 compound rock crawler tyres. Now, being 2.2s, the advantage and disadvantage of stretching and not stretching. So, if you stretch the 1.9 tyre over these wheels, what you'll find is the corners, the edges get curved a lot more. And because of that, the bite that you've got on the edge of the tyre here ain't as aggressive, because the tyre itself, argument's sake, if it's stretched, you can imagine on here, the tyre's stretched back like so, the bite ain't going to be as aggressive as a tyre that sits how it's supposed to sit, because that's how they've been designed. So, once again, I went for a 2.2 to go over a 2.2 wheel. However, they might catch just here. That's the negative side of things. However, the positive side of things, it's going to crawl over bigger rocks a lot easier. Though this vehicle has got portals, as you can see, being a 2.2, it's going to give it more ground clearance as well. Now, to get over the fact that it's going to catch, we're going to extend the wheelbase out. So by extending the wheelbase out, it's going to give us more clearance on the sides. Not only that, it's going to help with stabilization and articulation on certain rocks and angles. So everything in this build has been planned and thought about. However, by keeping the costs low, cheap, best bang for buck. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get all these bits installed, guys. I'm not going to sit here and bore you guys and showing you how to fit tires, etc. If you want to know that, message below and I'll happily show you guys. I'm going to get the motor installed, which should give a lot better control, and it should slow this truck right down, and that's what we wanted. So get that installed. I'll get the wheels and tires mounted up. I'll put the wheel extenders on, and I'll get it all put on, and we'll go out for a rip and see what you guys think, see what I think, first impressions on these first modifications. And then moving from there, if it needs some more weight, we can always adjust links. There's portal axle covers you can get, or weights. There's so much you can get, but we'll look into that as we move forward. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to crack on with this, and I'll get back to you in a second. Right, guys, wheels and tyres are fitted. However, there have been some adjustments. I changed the tyre size. The 2.2s, as much as I wanted them on the correct wheels, they were a bit of an oversized overkill. Don't get me wrong, this thing would have crawled over absolutely everything. However, on articulation, they did catch a little, and I thought to myself, they did look a bit unscale, and a lot of you guys probably wouldn't have liked that. The fact that they made the truck look out of shape because the tyres look way too big. So I've gone down to 1.9s, guys. They look a bit more scale, and I have to say, these wheels actually make this truck heavy, like really, really heavy. This bottom end is heavy now. However, we have been waiting for some parts, guys, and we've had some more parts come in. This ain't the end of the low down weight. We got some brass weights to go on to make these heavy wheels even heavier. We have got some wheel extenders, got two different sizes for the front and back, to pull the axles out a little, just to help with the articulation. And we've got some Desert Lizard 2-stage 110mm shocks. Now these will help it give more travel and a lot more droop at the same time, without affecting the center of gravity too much. So guys, I'm going to get all these bits fitted. Once they're fitted, we're going to head straight out, and I will see you guys out on the terrain, and let's see what this thing performs like with its new motor, new tires, new wheels, new weight. Let's see if it can actually do better than a TRX4. Let's get into this, guys. Guys, we're here on location with our FTX OUTBACK GLADIUS. We have done all the modifications to it, so the wheel extenders are on, the brass wheel weights are on, the heavy aluminium wheels are on, the new tyres, which are the trenchers, and the new Lizard shocks that are on as well. So we're going to completely test this. However, we brought our most capable rig out today with us, which is the Rift which has had so many modifications, but we thought to ourselves, let's bring this out and let's see if this can keep up. This should definitely outdo a TRX4, and it's cost us less than a TRX4. At the same time, let's see if it can beat the Rift. Without further ado, let's get into this. So the first challenge, guys, is we're going to try and get to the top of this.
Yeah. Diff and out, flat out.
That's it.
Plenty of articulation on that droop setup now. Absolutely ate it alive.
Oh, it's making a meal out of this, guys. Right, this bit's a bit steep. It's done it. Really slippery. Oh, no way. Let's see if the Rift can get there any quicker. So I've got Kyle controlling the Rift. This should make a meal of it, to be fair. No issues there. Look at that articulation. We have changed the suspension setup on this, and yeah, it droops a hell of a lot more now. It still could do with some portal axles, to be fair. But look at that, guys, no issues whatsoever. But do bear in mind, this is running two tyres. So the ones I originally put on the Gladius, but they just looked a bit too silly. So I went to the 1.9s. But yeah, should we blame the tyres?
that G8 compound. Right, guys, so there's your cars. We're aiming to go for a bit of a descent down all of this and hopefully make it to the bottom in a controlled manner. But this is ammo at the controller first. Normally controlled is my legs.
Right, let's go.
There's a hell of a lot of weight on the front end of this car, which could work in its favour, but also put us in a bit of twitchy moments every now and again. Look at that. I think having that back end that little bit higher is helping just push that front end to the ground.
Yeah, 100%.
It just looks so natural there.
We have tried to keep this as scale as possible.
Look at the articulation on that, guys. That's just mad. Alright, before
You fall.
my legs go again. Ooh. The cars are definitely more capable than us. Oh, we're gonna get hitched up.
I didn't want to go down that embankment bit.
I think you're gonna the quick way,
fall, isn't it?
Yeah, the quick way.
Pumped
Hey up, Gladdy.
Right, this ain't gonna be great, is it?
I think you've got to aim to come down here. That's your least harmful one. Slow and steady on here. And this is where it could be a bit tricky because, oh, I mean, she's down.
It got down, didn't it?
Yeah, if she's on a wheel, she ain't crashed, is she? Bit of a smashed it, guys.
Time for the rift. Definitely making light work of this. Ooh. Just missed the diff on that rock. And it's hitched it on that one. Alright, Kyle's taking a different line and a different approach altogether. He's seen the struggles we've had on the other side. So he's coming down. Exactly where the Gladius went, guys. Alright, next stage.
Yeah.
This next challenge, we're going to try and get up this as high as we can, just to show you how steep it is. There's Carl standing there.
Yeah, look, it's well steep.
And it's quite smooth. Let's see if we can get to the top.
Right.
Here we go, so the rift's going first, guys. Look at that. Straight up there. It just shows how much of a difference it actually makes when the sun's out. Oh, the sun's directly on this rock. I don't think the Gladius will do it, but we'll give it a go.
Alright guys, this is a lot to ask for a trail rig, but this is what we do.
That's it, let's give it a blast.
Go in, slow that speed. Bit heavy on the trigger there. Get that nice and slow. And look at them back wheels folding in, guys. Trying to get every ounce. I'm just going to give it, I'm not really putting any weight on. It's doing it. No, maybe we need another 400 grams on the front.
Maybe.
I mean, come on, that's impressive in itself, guys. I mean, look at the angle. That's just insane. And the control in these Fusion motors is just nuts.
It's going down with that ridge of the rock, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. It's this back wheel as well, it's folding over, so it's not. Maybe some no foams.
May work. It's the weight to the wheels.
Yeah, it's literally just folding that back tyre out.
I've got an idea.
Try and reverse.
So look, reverse, the back end's just coming up.
Oh. I mean, that is a massive ask. Whoa. Sorry.
That's it, I'm on it now.
I mean, it doesn't take a hell of a lot of weight, guys. We are literally just touching the bumper, just to keep that front end down. I think a little bit of a suspension adjustment, some no foams in them tyres, and that'll do that.
Well, it's pretty much up there, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, look at that, you've lost the whole back tyre near enough. And this is what the underside looks like.
I was meant to do that.
Good catch, Emma.
Right, next stage. So guys, we're going to try this rock. It's quite steep, just to give you an idea. And we're going to see if we can get to around about there. Climbing up from this side. It's very smooth, with some jagged edges. Let's see if we can do it. We'll take the Gladius up first, and then we'll take the Rift.
Alright, and here we go. Just a warm-up run. Get a taste for the rock. She's flying up, guys.
Oh, she made it to the top.
She was nearly flying down.
Nearly.
Look at that, guys. Oh, just a bit more bite. Is that... You got your diff locks off? You just corded that with your diff locks off?
Don't know. Yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, at least we know it's capable. Right, we're going for diff locks on this time. This should make an absolute
meal out of it. Well, I got to the top. A lot quicker with the diff locks on. Guys, that first run, diff locks were off. I didn't even know, and it got to the top. A lot quicker with the diff locks on. Let's see how the Rift does. All right, Rift time. So these diffs are completely locked all the time. Oh, it's going for the challenging side. Look at that. They're both running trencher tyres, just they're the G8 compound, but they are 2.2s and the other one's 1.9s. You aiming for me on purpose?
No, I just thought I'd have a little bunny up.
Right, next stage. It looks easy, but it is a bit challenging. So going up here, going to try and bridge across this gap across here, come down here, over that you might have to bridge across there and round and back over again. Let's see how we do. Right, we've got Rift leading the way.
Well, these wider axles don't do you any favours.
Don't know if you guys picked that up. Kyle says the wider axles don't do you many favours here. He's managed to get through.
The articulation on that.
Alright, next one. Alright, I need to bridge across. Completely wrong line. I get it to drop.
Yeah, as soon as that drops in, slowly does it. Yeah.
Nice. Nice, look at that hold on that. guys. Articulation. Insane. That rear axle's 90 degrees. Well, so is the rest of the car, to be fair. Alright. The rift's having some issues just here. Oil was just showing off.
Look at the articulation on that.
Look at that, guys. Complete twist on that. And it's come through. Right, it's going to wait just there for the next one.
I'm just going to get it lined up, ready.
Oh, I think this one's actually hitched. Is she hitched? Oh yeah, she's hitched on a rock just here. This is where the rift got stuck as well.
Rift's having a battery change.
Look at that, guys, straight over. And we've cleared that stage, guys. Carl, what are you doing?
Just put a new engine in the rift.
What's up with it?
Battery died.
Oh dear.
So I've got 63 of them with me.
Just taking this scenery, guys. Absolutely amazing where we are. Great little place.
And here we go, we're back on.
So we're back on. Look at that, guys. So capable.
Your diff's open again.
I don't think so.
They are.
It's got a habit of running with open diffs. And it still does really good, to be fair.
Wow, look at that. Sit that back, that front end back down.
Just showing off a little bit.
Look at that, that is beautiful. Wow. That's impressive. From a trail rig, that's impressive.
It is, isn't it?
Sure, definitely. The articulation that was showing was ridiculous. And on to the next one.
Right, guys, bit of a trail run. Look, he wants to race. Ah, in the bush.
Was that reverse it? Just insult for it to injury?
Yeah, it was just to add to the damage.
Such a resilient truck. Go hit those rocks up there. I'm standing bare now.
Right, guys, we're going to try and get over this rock. It's very smooth and flat, and see if we can get over the other side. Let's go. Right, I'm going to go for the slightly steeper edge. Maybe not. This side, it goes up it really quick. Something's loose on that axle as the links come off. It has. So guys, that's been running two-wheel drive. And it's done it. You can probably just see it just there. All right, let's fix this. Guys, all fixed. The link just came out and it's fixed. Look, you get a chance to see all the new brass weights and the suspension, etc. Right, we're over this ledge. Let's continue. Right, guys.
That leg.
Looks like a dog there.
Just had to stop for its momentary wait.
So guys, the Gladius by FTX, the Trx4 killer. It's impressed me, to be fair. It's impressed Kyle. The suspension setup has worked absolutely fantastic, and we've got almost 2 kilos of weight on that bottom end, and that's a kilo, so roughly 500 grams per wheel, leaving a kilo at the front and a kilo at the back. And it's completely changed this car, guys. Absolutely fantastic. The Rift, once again, it never fails us. Absolutely fantastic car. We are prototyping a few links, etc. on this, so we are testing a few different bits out just to get it more capable. It has got trencher tires that we're trying out on there, but once again, another capable vehicle. Guys, if you like what we do, please like, share and subscribe. Don't forget to smash that notification button, and we'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.